Hi, this is Kathy for Trans by Deaf, and this week we are talking about the fact, do you as a trans person suffer from transphobia when you run into another trans person? The example given in the question is, if you go into a store and see someone who is transitioning, how do you react? Well, my answer to that question is that I can see, as I have transitioned, that in my early days of transition, when I first went full-time, I was always very excited, and I would go up and start talking to people who I knew were trans. As I have become more and more of a woman, I have pulled back more and more and more, and I realize that I do not want to embarrass the person who is transitioning, nor do I want to out me or embarrass me in a crowd. I have two instances of this in the last couple of weeks. About 2 weeks ago, I went to an event with some of my colleagues, and we were working at this event. A young woman who had just transitioned from being a young man came through the crowd and was going through talking to various people. I took one look at this young woman, and I knew that she was in a very early stage of transition. When she stopped and talked to somebody in front of my booth, I could tell that her voice was very masculine, and I did not want to draw attention of my colleagues or to me concerning this young woman. So I went on with what I was doing and the people I was talking to, and watched her disappear back into the crowd. The second such event, when I felt very transphobic, was on Friday night. My wife and I went to a restaurant here in town, and as we were eating dinner, a young woman came in who was obviously very early in her transition. Certainly not the same young woman that I saw the 2 weeks before, but a different young woman. You could tell that she was very early in transition because her clothes did not fit, her mannerisms did not fit, her voice was terrible. She came up to our table and asked me some questions, and I answered her very politely and talked with her for about 1 minute, and then became very quiet. She then left and went over and sat down at a table with another couple of friends and started talking. We ate our dinner and then left. As we were walking back to the car to get in and go home, my wife said, "Did you know that that young woman was transgender?" And I said, "Yes, dear, I did." And she said, "Why didn't you give them some support and some comment?" And I said, "I did not want to embarrass her in front of you or the other people in this restaurant. I also did not want to out myself and show everybody in that restaurant that I was transgender as well." And I think that is what causes the greatest amount of gender dysphoria amongst trans people who are quite far along in the transition. They do not want to out themselves, and they don't want to embarrass someone who is just starting transition. Well, that is my take on this week's topic. If you have a question or a comment, please leave it in the box below and I will get back with you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and join our channel. Hit the subscribe button, and I will see you again next week. Bye.